Hey everybody, Adam here, and back with some more Legacy. Apologies in advance if things seem a little strange. Not feeling the best today. That's why we're live a little early tonight, because I need to get some sleep. But I also need this testing for this event. So here we are back into the fray once more. Apologies in advance if things sound a little wonky. I do apologize. So tonight we are playing Yorion Cephalid Breakfast. After the league we played on stream on Monday, I jammed a couple leagues in my off time. I did reasonably well. We had the 4-1 on Monday, then a 3-2, then a 2-3, and another 3-2. The deck feels fine. There are some things I really do like about it, but I did want to try a list with Stoneforge Mystic, and I had also mentioned to my teammates that I had missed Scrubland. So I decided instead of trying to get together a Stoneforge 60 card list and squeeze a Scrubland in there and try to maneuver things around, that I just wanted to... My apologies, I just realized I forgot to make a change I wanted to make. Okay, 79. See, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't feel so well, my brain doesn't work so good. So, rather than try to jam a bunch of cards, shuffle a bunch of cards around, I am just going to play Yorion Breakfast. So, the big get with Yorion is that with the extra cards, you actually gain quite a lot. So, on top of the Strixes that we already had access to, we also have 4 Stoneforge Mystics. We also get access to Recruiter of the Guard, which will find Narcomoeba if you need it, Cephalid Illusionist, it will find Nomad's Encore, it will go and find us a Palace Jailer or a Solitude, Baleful Strix. There are a lot of things that Recruiter will go find. Skyclave Apparition for problematic permanents. This is all pretty great. We get to pick up a copy of Daze, so this will let us go shields down, so to speak, on a combo turn and still have some level of interaction. We also get 4 Swords Main, which means that we have the ability to answer opposing threats. We have a copy of Otawara, which is going to let us bounce opposing permanents that are problematic. We have a copy of Caracas to bounce opposing legendary creatures, or our own Yorion for value. It feels pretty good. Apparently so, Jimmy. Apparently so. By picking up Stoneforge, we also get access to a Plan B in Cauldron Complete. The list, as I found it, originally had Batterskull main and Cauldron on the side. Cauldron is just a better Magic card. Straight up. This card is better. So instead, I'm going to play this Cauldron main, and I will bring in Batterskull if I need to focus more on the Plan B. So that's pretty great. In the sideboard, we have copies of things like Serenity to destroy a ton of artifacts and enchantments. This is going to be great against 8-cast. We have a second copy of Cabal Therapies, some Thought Seizes, just some disruption that doesn't make us 2-for-1 ourselves like Force of Will. Spell Pierces, Mystical Disputes, a Hydra Blast, a Force of Negation, and a couple of Prismatic Endings. So that we've just got some varied answers to everything. And of course, everyone's favorite Noodle, who is going to give us all sorts of value. Noodle will let us blink Baleful Strixes, Noodle will let us flicker Recruiters, Jailer, Solitude, all sorts of different stuff. What else is cute is that Noodle will let us play our Oracle in the early turns, and then flicker it later with a Yorion, should we need. Good Noodle. Very good Noodle. Good Noodle in this nonsense specifically. But, so that is Cephalid Breakfast. Again, just to go over the combo real quick, assemble Cephalid Illusionist plus either Shuko or Nomad's Encore. Whenever Cephalid Illusionist becomes the target of a spell or ability, you mill 3 cards. Both of these are abilities that activate for 0. We mill our deck. We get these Narcomoebas back. We use them to cast a Dread Return, and that Dread Return gets us a Thassa's Oracle to win us the game. So one thing we kind of think that we touched on a little bit, no, it might have been the 3-2 League I played off stream. I got a chance to Wizard Cycle Step Through in order to put the Oracle in my hand. My opponent held and killed me, and then I viled in Oracle in my upkeep to win the game. This deck can do a very similar thing by using Recruiter of the Guard. What makes that a little more taxing is that Recruiter costs 3, and Oracle costs 2. So we do have to think about our Vial placement a little harder, whereas in the 60 card version, you're basically just onto for the duration. But without any further ado, this is Yorion Cephalid Breakfast. Let's hop into a league and see what we can make happen. Again, I appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. A lot of ways you could be spending your Wednesday. I'm grateful you've chosen to hang out with me. And I do apologize if I sound a little funny. I am not feeling the best today, but we are going to do our best all the same. I will play first. I'll show you this Yorion. Okay. I'm gonna keep. Jimmy, that's the plan. You are here and can go ahead and provide any assistance that you have to offer. I'm gonna go Ball Therapy, Swords, Marsh Flats. No. Draw our Marsh Flats. Now, we do have the full combo here. We have Nomads and Illusionist. Opponent is a Once Upon a Time deck. Oh, okay. So opponent is green-white initiative. This is the Andrea Mangucci special. You are playing green for Once Upon a Time. There you go. Archon of Emeria. Sure. This is going to resolve. Okay. So we're going to start by casting this Ponder. We're going to shuffle this. Ah, yes. Cauldron complete in hand. That's what we wanted. The reason to ponder before even making our land drop there is it is not unreasonable that we hit untapped white source. It's pretty low odds, but we can do that. Cavernon Human, this feels like a seasoned Dungeoneer. Surprise, it is confirmed a seasoned Dungeoneer. Opponent's gonna go find their basic planes, because otherwise they can't play Magic. Okay, there's a Force of Will. I'm just gonna grab a planes here. I'm just gonna go ahead and plow this Dungeoneer now. Good deck is questionable, Greg. Opponent is splashing green for Once Upon a Time, which does muddy up your mana and things a little bit. Um... Opponent can't currently cast their spells. The question here is, do I want to ending the Chrome... No, I think I'm just going to play this Nomad. This Narcomoeba will be my pitch card for Force of Will, which I will not get to do this turn. But in the event that opponent has a non-human creature, we will get to Force of Will it. Okay. So Jimmy, the whole plan with initiative is you gain this thing, much like gaining the monarchy, and then you also enter a dungeon. This dungeon has multiple different paths that you can choose. Uncounterable Dungeoneer, sick. We are probably dead here. I would need untapped lands. Yeah, that doesn't do it. I could cast the Narcomoeba. We still eat it from... Yeah, that just doesn't matter. I'm going to take these endings. Days is not likely to matter. I'm going to cut the Dread Return. I don't think the Graveyard combo route is good here. In fact, I think what I'm going to do, if I'm being honest here, is cut the majority of the combo altogether. Because I think that by cutting the combo, we actually gain higher value cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 22 blue cards. That should be plenty. Yep, we're just gonna run this. Show them Yorion. I mean, I'm gonna keep this. I'll play Flooded Strand and pass. Pretty much, Jimmy. It's a pretty reasonable assessment of the deck. Chalice of the Void resolves. That is a card I think that we can beat. I'm gonna go ahead and grab Scrubland here. Okay, we found a Ponder. I'll play the Stoneforge. Grab our Cauldron complete. Okay. Opponent is named Human. What we do here is going to depend greatly on what we draw off the top. Okay, that doesn't answer Dungeoneer. I'm gonna just go ahead and jam Recruiter the Guard here. I'm gonna grab a Solitude. We're going to take the initiative here. Just going to grab Basic Island. Sweet. Alright, on the play, on the draw rather, I think I'm less intrigued by Cabal Therapy. I think I like this Force of Negation. Maybe I'll bring back the One of Dread Return. This Force of Negation is good because it gives us another answer to fast mana. The chatter going on in the vintage scene right now is that the best way to beat these decks is just to shut off their fast mana. So you just like force the Petals and the Chrome Moxes and stuff like that, and their decks just don't function. Or are infinitely slower. We'll run scan reveal this Noodle. Okay. This hand is fine. Yeah, so the Undercity is really weird. This is Cavern on Archon. Go grab my Tundra. As such, I think I'm going to Brainstorm here. Okay. Basic Swamp is because we just want to be able to cast our spells. Is the answer to your question, Greg? Play this Underground Sea. That's it. We are just interested in Basic Swamp for the ability to cast our spells. Lotus Petal, sure. Another Cavern of Souls, right. So they have uncounterable Solitude. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. White, blue, black. Ending away this idiot. Black spells include discard spells like Cabal Therapy and Thoughtseize, and also Baleful Strix. I have black, black, blue, blue. I don't have white, white, so I would love to grab... I'm just going to grab another Tundra. And then I'm going to... white, blue, black. Play a Recruiter. Yup. Just gonna grab a Stoneforge. Yep. We have the Cauldron. Yup. Batter Skull. I think I'm just gonna fetch here and grab Yorion. Grab another C. Yorion can be my pitch card for Force of Negation if things are desperate. Sure, as expected. We're just going to take the damage here. I see. Narcomoeba, welcome to the party. Alright. I'm going to go ahead here and attack. Play my Yorion. Okay. This trigger targets Yorion itself. Okay. Yup. I think I'm gonna grab Palace Jailer here. I'm just gonna take 6 off these two. Okay. We just keep drawing all these cards. We're gonna slam this Jailer. White, white. Get rid of one of these. I'm gonna fetch here. Get my island. I'm gonna cast one of these Narcomoebas just as backup blocker. Opponent has yet another uncounterable Solitude here for us. Let's go. I'm not sure why I do that here, but sure, that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I'm not, like, I understand why they did the Jailer, because the Jailer actually kills one of these things. But I'm gonna fetch here, grab my Tundra, fire off a Brainstorm. Okay. That's not awful. This is going to be Skyclave Apparition, get rid of Seasoned Dungeoneer. We can block a Solitude. I just need to figure out how we're getting rid of the last one. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Cauldra is on top of my library and pushed away. That's going to be great. I can't really think of many things your opponent can do that I don't have covered. Five mana, 6 mana. No. How about no? We're gonna ponder first. Shuffle that. Okay. We'll plow one of these idiots. Cast Vial. One's gonna take this off the table, that's fine. We're gonna take the initiative, get our last basic. Done. Okay, and we have a Baleful Strix for later. Opponent has a Seasoned Engineer that they couldn't cast uncounterably, but that's fine. I feel like we are in fact in a great spot. White Plume Adventure, sure. They get a skeleton, sure. Always yield. Yup. I'm gonna play this first. Okay. I'm gonna play this land. Fetch. Underground Sea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with 3 mana left open. I like that for us. Or just bounce and replay Batterskull. One, two, three. Yeah. Replay Batterskull. Okay. There's an Illusionist. We do still have access to the combo here. Second Dungeoneer, sure. So both of their things are going to get protection from creatures. They have finished the dungeon, so their stuff will untap. Cavern of Souls. And City of Traders. So we know 2 of the cards in their hand are lands. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna get rid of my Strix, sure. Tenrums, I agreed with you up until opponent had a runner, Seasoned Engineers. No, yes. Well, we know 2 of the cards in opponent's hand are lands. 1 Solitude, 2 Solitude. There's a Plow gone. There's 2 Plows gone. So the odds they just have it are low. Yep. They did find second Dungeoneer off Throne of the Dead 3, correct. The Oracle's in Yard. One Narcomoeba is gone. Sweet. Not sure why opponent made us click through that, but okay, cool. So we are 1-0 with Yorion Breakfast. Yes, Greg, we had found the Dread Return. We found the Dread Return before we found the Oracle, which is not uncommon. I just don't know what mistake they were hoping for, right? Like, sure, 80 card breakfast. Breakfast with a side of Noodle. I will play first. I will show you this Yorion. Yorios? Okay. This one is not spectacular, but do we turn it away? No. I'm gonna go ahead here. This is gonna be fetch for Scrubland, cast Cabal Therapy. Breakfast noodles. There we go. Brainstorm? Delver, Bolt. Okay. So we have queued into Delver. They do not currently have a Wasteland. Alright. So what is opponent doing first? Are they just going to ponder, or... I'm not entirely sure why you would keep this as a Delver hand. There's very little interaction of any kind. There's this Bolt. Okay. Plow Delver. Grab Tundra. The million-dollar question here is, I think I'm just going to Flashback Therapy. Unless opponent drew Daze. They did draw a Daze. Okay. So we currently know every card in their hand. None of them are very good. We just have to find another land. They likely play a Delver. Okay. So the other Delver's gone. Their hand is currently EI, Ponder, Bolt, Steam Vents, and one unknown. Gonna Ponder. Nope. Mistake Breakfast. So 10 arms. Greg is my Stoneblade for life. There is my teammate Greg, who absolutely despises this deck. Opponent has opted to Ponder instead of playing their Steam Vents. I feel like this is we're looking for Wasteland. Okay. I know there's a land on top. I can just wait. I don't hate just waiting. Well, I lied. I do hate just waiting because with the reason being that opponent has access to Wasteland. So if opponent has a Wasteland on top. Okay, so the last card we didn't know about, there's a Brainstorm involved. Why are you worried about this? You have a Bolt. Yo. I'm gonna grab Cauldra. I'm gonna make them Bolt it. Yeah, Greg just hates all of the companion everything. EI resolves. Mm-hmm. Okay. I will put Cephalid Illusionist on the stack. No, it's 100% not Lightning Strike in this format, Greg. There's a Dragon's Rage Channeler. There's a Brainstorm. Alright. Wasteland, sure. That was going to happen eventually. Opponent is tagging my blue source, which is weird and kind of a questionable decision to make, but okay. Okay. Flipped Delver to EI. Sure, I'll take 6. Alright. I think everyone was a fan of the litter span in Modern Jimmy. I don't think that was a highly debated topic. Okay. I would love to draw Baleful Strix. Murktide Regent, sure. Steam Vents finally goes away. We're back to Mother, may I please have a Baleful Strix? Okay. I'm gonna grab a Tundra here and cast Brainstorm. Okay. These things are good. Grab an Underground Sea. Allow this Murktide. Now I'm thinking to myself just now that I could have therapied first to prevent this exactly. Friend. What? I mean, I guess. We have died to Delver. Alright, I'm interested in Batterskull. I like Hydroblast. I like Prismatic Ending. I like Therapy. Cut a couple of Force of Wills. Cut the Dread Return. Then what? Honestly, I think the Stoneforge plan is just better. Cut 2 Illusionists. And think about the rest of this stuff. Cut Days on the draw. Bring in Thoughtseize. Still have a couple copies of Force of Will. We still have some other nonsense. Like, this is nuts. I'm gonna keep. We've got a Blast for a red spell. This is just gonna go fetch us basic island. In fact, I'm just gonna do that now. Bauble's fine. Technically it is not allowed according to Wizards of the Coast. That said, I don't think anyone was particularly asking them. Okay. I'm gonna play this Underground Sea. I'm gonna ponder off it. All of this is fantastic. Oh. I absolutely do not have a problem with proxies. I would much rather more people play the format and the game than worry about people worry about gatekeeping people because of their financial budget. I'm not sure what the... I mean, I guess it would have to be unsanctioned, Jimmy. That is correct. Okay. What did we find? We found a Delver of Secrets. Sure. Gonna fetch here. Grab this. Play Stoneforge Mystic around Daze. We also have Hydroblast. Yes, please. Go find Cauldron Complete. Opponent reveals Pyroblast. I'm gonna make them use said Pyroblast immediately. Okay. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. Tundra, Skyclave. Force Pitch Delver, sure, that's fine. The alternate plan here was Recruiter of the Guard, go find us Palace Jailer. Leave Skyclave for a later date. Yeah, it resolves. I mean, Greg, you say that, but look at how many times even our regular weeklies had trouble firing. Okay, so opponent has found Daze, and put Mystic Sanctuary into play because they have Daze to pick it up. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm gonna play Recruiter. I'm gonna grab a Baleful Strix. Here's a Solitude. Delver of Secrets is gone. Opponent is once again casting EI. Greg, I would say that that's not... Bert, hello and welcome. Greg, that's not necessarily the case though, right? The last time you and I went to a Legacy 1K together here in Michigan, it did not fire as the intended Cash 1K. Opponent has too many cards, is the answer, 10 arms. Opponent has too many cards, and also the Dread Return is right here. Cast this Baleful Strix. My god, I hope my opponent is Pyroblasting the Strix. Baby, let's go. That's so good for us. Ponder is fine. I should have put Yorion into hand there. That was a mistake. Yep, correct. 10 arms. Yep, I was a little behind, but yes, I 100% should have just put Yorion into hand there. Dragon Rage Channeler. Yeah, sure. It happens, 10 arms. The delay is not as bad as some that I've seen. I try to keep it pretty small. But Twitch just has a built-in delay of some capacity. There's not really much I can do. Opponent finds Bolt. Bolt is not a card I particularly care about. Oh, that's fair. Grab another Tundra here. Buy a Yorion. My opponent knows both of the 2 cards in my hand. It's not just Magic, so there's a whole series of things going on here. Yes, like Wizards of the Coast is trying to move away from Eternal formats because it doesn't sell packs that well. And that's all fine and good. But the thing is that we as a community need to pick up where Wizards drops off. It's just the reality of it. We can't just be giving up on Legacy just because Wizards has decided to. There's another Dragon's Rage Channeler. Ponder. Yeah, like, we as a community need to pick up where Wizards left off. That's just the reality of the situation. Mill the Steam Vents. Draw a card with Ponder. See, but I'm not talking about a digital platform. There are paper cards that people want to play. This is Murktide Regent. Sure. Okay. Whites, 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Their last card was Surgical. They're about to find out that Solitude is a one-of in our deck. Yup. Palace Jailer. Jailer. white, white, black. This, I guess. I'm at 1. This cost infinite mana, sure. Wasteland, yes. Okay. I'm gonna play Vial. In case of Dragon's Rage Channelers, the answer, 10 arms. We did not have an answer to Dragon Rage Channeler. That card is dead. Sick. Alright. The draw, I want more Force of Wills. Like this thought sees less. Yeah, we held Yorion back to play around Dragon Rage Channeler off the top, which would have haste. So I wanted to be able to block it. Like, we couldn't play around Bolt, but we could play around other stuff, so. Other stuff we played around. Other things I'm interested in, or not interested in, rather. Oh, you're right, you're right. Sorry, for some reason I thought it got haste too. My brain thinks that cards are better than they are sometimes. I guess we're gonna cut one of these Cabal therapies. Yeah, correct. I'm now aware. For some reason I thought that card was better than it was because it just always seems like it has all of the words on it. In case anyone's curious, I'm drinking a herbal tea tonight because I don't feel super well, and yeah. Yeah. Game plan is put either Vial into play, force win game. Bonus points if I can draw a second land. Turn 1 Delver, sure thing. Sick. This resolving is huge. Pyroblast. Yep, that's fine. Opponent has a Brainstorm. It was great. This is the Twinings Herbal Winter Spice, and it is delightful. A little cinnamony, like Christmas baking spices and whatnot, but also has some like floral quality left to it. Great tea. Big fan. Not usually a huge Twinings tea fan, but that one was good. Always yield. Yup. Daze me, daddy. It was very pleasant. Can confirm. Okay. That is a wasteland. I agree. Is it true name? Okay, sure. Petty theft, then wasteland me. I need to draw a land right here, right now. That's not a land. Either of you have betrayed me. Opponent fires off a Brainstorm, which means the rest of their hand is probably not very good. There's another land. That's a Delver, sure. Yikes. I mean, we're definitely on more lands. I also kept a greedy... There's an EI, that's very good for them. Yikes. Okay, they're just casting Borrower. Sure. You should have waited till I discarded, but okay. This Brainstorm is the worst card by a lot. Alright. This is an EI. This is probably where we die. This was definitely a greedy keep. I should have known not to keep the single non-blue, non-basic. Well, they bounced our Vial, wastelanded our Scrubland. The answer is we got Delvered, Greg. I should have known better than keeping a Scrubland hand. Like, I needed other stuff to happen for that hand to be good. Show you a Yorion. Confuse the ever-loving hell out of you because we played the other day and I was not on Yorion by any stretch. Well, so all I was banking on was my Vial sticking around. I figured that if I force, and they don't force back, we're probably okay. The number of Brazen Borrower in their entire deck is very low. This I like. Blue to Delta. I believe this player is also a Delver player. Hey look. Delver of Secrets. This is going to be turn 1, fetch Island off Flooded Strand, cast Aether Vial. If Vial doesn't resolve... Stoneforge was going to be a distraction, if I'm being honest. Stoneforge's whole purpose in that matchup was be a distraction so I can, like, Skyclave away their threats and have an endgame, like, at the ready. My thought process was that I had Vial, Force, Removal Spell. Jimmy, yes, it is Blue-Red Delver and then Initiative as like the top 2 decks in the format. That is what everyone is on everyone's mind right now. Delver of Secrets and Initiative. Show me that Wasteland and get sad about it. Hell yeah, let's go. Always yield. Yes. Okay, Aether Vial, calm down. It's fine. Swamp. Vial. Vial. Daze me, Daddy. Do it. You coward, you won't. That's right, triple Vial in my 80 card deck. How you like them statistics? Alright. Bobbles me and passes. Go to 12. I mean, we're saying yes to all of these. Yup. 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 Start by putting in Baleful Strix. Opponent is dying to my Baleful Strix. Let's go. Okay. Ending. Hydroblast. Good Dread Return. Shave 2 Illusionist. Get Batterskull in this mix. Cut Daze. They were indeed. It's because a lot of the other cards are better. They're still doing things like that to this day. Okay, this is once again turn 1 Aether Vial, turn 2 Baleful Strix. Keep. So, Tenrums, this is what I was talking about before too, where a lot of times with this deck, you get to do really silly things because people get so fixated on one half of it. So, like, my opponent might, like, keep their opener based on, like, surgical extraction or something. But, like, our opening hand does not care about surgical in the slightest. We're not trying to live that life at all. That's perfect. We're going to turn 1 this Vial. We have not comboed this opponent, no. That's why I love the deck. Opponent mills a Murktide Regent. Sure. I mean, it's possible. We might have pitched a combo piece. I don't know. I pitch a lot of Narcomoebas and stuff to Force of Will. I'm not gonna lie to you. But opponent could absolutely think that we're Esper Vial. That's sweet. Baleful Strix. Is this a Pyroblast? This is a Pyroblast. Okay. Opponent milled a Polluted Delta. Their whole game plan involves this Dragon Rage Channeler. Delver of Secrets, sure. Okay. That's sick. Ooh, are we getting fought about again? Oh, baby. Like, opponent is doing a whole lot of nothing. That's a Brainstorm. I did not end up beating the last Delver opponent, because game 3 I kept a really greedy hand that was Scrubland, Vial, Force, Cantrip. And I fought over them forcing my Vial. My Vial stuck. And then they Brazen Borrowed it and Wastelanded me. Okay, opponent's just trying to aggro me out. Okay. That's pretty great, actually. I'm not gonna lie to you. Get rid of Delver. Fetch. Grab Scrubland. Cast Recruiter. Opponent had the daze. Okay. Okay. Oh, my hand did plenty. That Recruiter of the Guard is absolutely insane. Okay. Yeah, now they're just going in on this DRC. They liked the card that was on top. Baleful Strix. Aether Vial. Play Flooded Strand. Okay. Mill a card. Yeah, so they countered the Recruiter. Please put this back in your hand. No, Noodle is still hanging out where Noodle lives. This is a Murktide Regent. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do some fetching here. Tundra. I'm doing this fetching now because I do want the marginal thinning. My opponent acting like that. That's a thing that particularly matters. My mana is very good. Yup. The Stoneforge doesn't do the thing fast enough. Brainstorm. Sweet. Okay, now on the play. Therapy, Thoughtseize, Thoughtseize. We're gonna cut some forces. Cutting all my forces? I think I'm cutting all my forces. I think I'm just gonna play Blast, Therapy, Thoughtseize, Daze, and then a bunch of removal. Show you another Noodle. Here's a vial. Opponent forces the vial. I just wanted to see what kind of game actions opponent would take if I didn't, Greg, was the answer to your question. You have wastelanded me, congratulations. You got another wasteland? Okay. This tracks. No cantrip. No vial, no land. Sick. Good. Love that for us. I'm gonna fire off this brainstorm. Okay, opponent's just gonna let me have it. Fetch. Grab scrubland. That's a good one. Grab tundra. Blue, black, Strix. I'm gonna make them fight harder over this. Sure. Mm-hmm. Murktide Regent? Wow. Strix. Marsh Flats. Go. Sure. Bolt resolves. Like, opponent's low on resources, right? So this is the kind of thing we want to do. Cabal Therapy you. What are we naming here? Probably Force of Will? They did have one. That's sick. The rest of their hand is Murktide Regent and EE. Delver's in. So this EE dies. Then we put in Cauldra. Go ahead and grab another Tundra here. That's even better. Goodbye. Look at me, I am the beatdown now. Yes, if I let them untap with the EE, they blow up Stoneforge Mystic. I don't care about this Delver. We have other ways to beat this Delver. The only card in their hand is Murktide Regent, and they can't make enough resources to cast it. See, that's okay. I like our position. This is why. I do believe that my Squire is more important than their 3/2 flyer. I already had the 3/2 flyer covered. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Okay. See, I think we are in fine shape here. Days, welcome. Nice to see you. We're gonna go ahead and put in this Stoneforge now. Ponder, yep. I'm gonna go to 11, let them have this unflipped over. Yep. Yeah, so the situation there being that we had access to Yorion, which can blink our Palace Jailer again. They were under the gun from Cauldra itself, and so many draws off the top of our library just like completely lock the game down. I can take the EE out of play because the EE doesn't have to go off for Stoneforge, right? They can wait until we try to set up Strixes and things too. The EE just gives them better long game. I'd rather take that off the table because I should be the best long game deck. Alright. We've lost the die roll this time, which is unfortunate. I think the... See, Terms, that's fair. I think that the equip there is huge. If they have the Brazen Bar where we... Yeah, the Petty Theft. Right. This doesn't do anything. My god. I cannot keep this Force of Will. My mana's good enough as it is, or as good as it's gonna get. Okay, opponent is going to their second main to play anything. They did get a draw off the Monarch, you are correct. I'm gonna play Vile. Force of Will pitch Jace the Mind Sculptor. This one is going to be a long one. See, the thing is, Greg, what you're not considering is that with the line that you mentioned, they get the draw anyway, because they attack with Delver. They blow up Stoneforge Mystic and attack with Delver. That's even better. It does feel that opponent is on some sort of control deck, yes. But I think that this double Vial says that we don't particularly care about what kind of shenanigans our opponent's getting up to. Plains. Stoneforge, sure. Sword of Fire and Ice. Yup. Yup. That one's also good. Stoneblade, it's much smaller numbers than it used to be, but they still kind of have to. Sword, sure. I will, to let everyone know, my auto stack triggers is on. Okay. I'm gonna start by putting in this Baleful Strix. Okay. I'm gonna cast a Ponder. I am gonna play that. Sure. Yeah, so, yeah, opponent was absolutely terrified there. Jace the Mind Sculptor resolves. Please bounce my Baleful Strix. Please. This is all fine. This is just gonna be... Violin Recruiter get Skyclave. Violin Skyclave, take away Jace. It's fine. We have all of the answers already lined up. Grab Skyclave Apparition. Yup. Goodbye, Jace the Mind Sculptor. It was nice knowing you. Okay. That one's a little horrifying, not gonna lie to you. That one's hard to beat. In fact, we have 0 answers to that card in our 75. Yup. No. Potentially. I might be able to take opponent off that whole notion. It's a Stoneforge Mystic. What did the opponent pitch there? Snapcaster. That's an interesting choice. That opponent pitched Snapcaster when they already have a plow and yard. Oh, they didn't even equip here. Now they're strapping. Okay. Weird. This one is always no. This one is going to go to yes. My God. Play this land. Cast another Baleful Strix. That's also very good. Okay. Two, three, four. I am debating on if I want to ending this illusion or not. I think I can erase a true name. I think 2 creatures is problematic. Okay. I now don't have a way to remove sword. This one's interesting. I could have left that vial on 5 for solitude-based reasons. I'm just gonna grab a Stoneforge here. Opponent's going to start drawing some cards here. They're going to get rid of my recruiter. That's fine. Snapcaster Plow. I thought about the same thing, Ten Arms. My concern here is that we are in a spot where I would like to get this moving quickly because I cannot interact with that True Name Nemesis in any way. I see. They have 1 card in hand. We can just combo kill them. Shuko. Cool. We did the thing. Okay. How do I want to try to beat Stoneblade? I think Prismatic Ending is part of this equation. I think Daze is not. I think I need Force of Will, whether I want it or not. I think I am going to trim on combo. Am I? I may cut Palace Jailer. I'm thinking long and hard about, like, Serenity. Serenity blowing up their weapons is actually not crazy. I think I'm just going to keep it pretty minimal. I don't think we can play Jailer. Yeah, that illusionist off the top was like one of the sickest things that could have possibly happened to us. By the power of the London Mulligan, I am going to ship back this hand and try again. Narcomoeba goes away. I like that even better. Opponent, that just screams prismatic ending to me. This is Stoneforge Mystic. Always yield. Yes, please. Okay. I'm gonna fire off this Brainstorm. Okay. Go Magic Scrubland. We gonna fight about it? We are gonna fight about it. No, we're not gonna fight about it? We've changed our mind. I do like that for me. True name. Yep. Okay. I know they have the sword in hand. I do need to find an answer for that in a hurry. Yes. Okay. What am I thinking about doing here? I think I'm going to take as few game actions as possible. Scalding Tarn. Is this a second true name? Okay, this is just the sword. Sure, sure, sure. Activate Vial. Yup. Stoneforge. Yup. Grab Cauldra. No. Okay. Well, that's intriguing. Punished for not taking up my vial here. Okay. Oh, wow, that was bad. That was, pretty truly abysmal. I don't know why I clicked OK. Don't know why I clicked OK. Gonna be real with you there for a minute. Alright. That is a play mistake we are going to get max punished for. In their end step, fetch, Tundra, fire off Brainstorm. Okay. My plan was to put the Cauldron back there, but we don't get to. We're not allowed. Underground Sea? Yup. Strix. Okay. Yeah, we probably... It's possible that we should have. Okay. I'm gonna brainstorm again here. I kind of want to get rid of this Cauldron Complete and this Thassa's Oracle. Sure, I guess. Okay. Go ahead and put Yorion to hand here. Yup. Apparition. Exile Sword. Take 3. That's where I wish I had the Batter Skull. I'd just rather you don't have a Jace, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay. Recruiter pretty good here. Go ahead and fire off this recruiter now. I could start looking at combo pieces, but opponent's got a ton of resources still. I'm gonna grab Stoneforge. Make my attacks. Okay, they plow my idiot. I'm gonna plow your idiot. So we can't really, because if we let opponent have the 3/3 and the true name, we're likely to just die. I want to fight while opponent is lower on resources. I can recoup later. This Yorion will make sure of that. Greg, the reason why not Strixing first in that whole sequence of things was because I knew I had cards I wanted to get rid of. Cast Council Judgment. Votes for Aether Vial. I too will vote for Aether Vial. Reasonable. That is a card that should be in our 95. Easy money. I mean, this is where we're gonna do it again, and if opponent has force or whatever, like, sick. I've pitched one Narcomoeba, but we still have plenty of resources. Yup. Shuko. Illusionist. Okay. Opponent did have the force. Alright. Alright, now we're on the play. On the play, I like discard better than I like Force of Will. I also don't hate having this Daze. Yeah, like, it was one of those situations where we had to think about it. Like, do they have it? Cool, make them have it. I'm also debating whether or not I want this Batter Skull. I think that the answer is yes. It's just, what do I want this Batter Skull more than? More than one of these plows, probably? Yup. Show you Yorion. Oh, it sees you. Take Stoneforge. Tarn Fetch. This is Ponder. The question is, do they currently have blue card for Force of Will? Because they've taken 2 cards since, but the hand we saw did not have another blue card. Just gonna play this Narcomoeba. Okay, that's a new card we didn't know about. A brainstorm here. Put back Batterskull Basic. Flooded Strand fetch. Get Tundra. Cast Baleful Strix. Okay, there's Vile. That's great for us. Fairy Conclave. What a party. There you go, Greg. There's the new hot tech. I'm gonna grab the Yorion now. Opponent presenting Fairy Conclave tells me that we're in for a long game. I don't think they're playing Spell Stutter, Greg. I think it's just a threat that doesn't get hit by sorcery speed removal. Judgment resolves. I will also vote for Aether Vial. They did play the Flooded Strand, okay. Go ahead and fire off this Brainstorm. I'm going to put back 1 Recruiter, 2nd Stoneforge. Go ahead and cast my first Stoneforge here. Grab my Cauldron. There's another Tarn. Supreme Verdict. Resolves. Move to end step and Brainstorm. Gonna put back Cauldron Ending? Redraw the ending here. Grab an Underground Sea. Blue, white, white. Yes, please. Question is, what do I want here? I'm just gonna take a Baleful Strix. Okay. Shuko achieved. Mishra, wow. Just a whole pile of manlands over here. Oh, that's better, Skull. That's fine. We can ending that. Grab another Tundra. Cabal Therapy. Okay. They also have Brainstorm. Why wouldn't you just Brainstorm there? Okay. So their hand is exclusively Brainstorm. I'm going to take this opportunity to go ahead and just get this out of play. Fire up the Fairy Conclave. That's not a thing I'm particularly worried about. I'm gonna fire this off here, and the reason I'm doing this is because it's Stone Rain, and if I just want to see if they respond with a Force of Will. There's no purpose in attacking here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. White, blue, white, blue. Okay. Brainstorm's gone. Okay. Done. I have a 5/5. Opponent is trying to figure out how they play this game now. It looks like end step pickup Batter Skull. Okay. End step, pick up Batterskull. Palace Jailer is a thing that's pretty high on my list of cards that I would want to see right now. Another Batterskull, sure. Sure. I will shift it to Narcomoeba. Okay, opponent found their Caracas. Sword of Feast and Famine. Sure thing. I'm going to block here for the sole reason that I don't want them to connect. I'm also getting very low on time here. Play my Yorion. Done. I need to find answers. Sure. This Feast and Famine with this Caracas is going to be a savage beating. This Misty Rainforest doesn't matter. This doesn't speed up the clock any. I'm going to grab this Underground Sea. Okay. That's fantastic. White, 1, 2... Yeah, 5 mana Force of Will. This Yorion is no longer relevant to the game, so I'm just going to discard it. Disenchant resolves. That's a weird target for that, but okay. That's 8. I have 1 card to discard. We will discard it. Yup. Daze was not the card we needed there. Any number of removal spells is hot fire. Yeah, that just was not it. So game plan with the Recruiter there was Recruiter for Jailer, Jailer the Germ, so that way we have 2 blockers for the factory. neither of which can be Karakist. It is truly unfortunate that opponent had the Force of Will, and Sword of Feast and Famine looked incredible there. Tenors, we were talking about a sword in our 95. That would probably be the one. That card feels nuts right now. Just being able to play a better control game, untapping all your resources, continuing to cast spells. Like, this is a deck that's often operating on, like, pretty low resources. So, that would have been pretty sick. But that is us 2-2. So, let's see if we can squeeze out one more here and go ahead and get our 3-2. I have some thoughts about this list, and I can kind of talk about them a little more after we finish this last match. But I don't inherently hate the Yorion version. I feel like it's got a lot of game in a lot of places. Just because Yorion giving you such an endgame engine means that you can play the fair game a lot longer, burn your opponent out of resources, and then just combo them once they're low. But if that is, excuse me, if that is the main game plan, I think that the construction of the deck needs to change. And we can talk about exactly what that means here in just a bit. Again, I do appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. A lot of ways you could be spending your Wednesday evening. I'm grateful you chose to hang out with me. Again, I do apologize for all of this. Not feeling top shelf today, but we're here doing it. Okay. This is fine. I'm gonna play this Underground Sea as my first land and play Vile. That just resolves, that's good. Opponent is just starting their league. They stopped for quite a while on our end step there. Windswept Heath, sure. Utopia Sprawl. Okay, so is this Enchantress? Take this up. Okay. I want all of this. Stoneforge, Strix, Illusionist. Shuffle your library, no. Oh, I stacked this wrong, but that's okay. Destiny Spinner is in. Put in our Strix. Draw our Stoneforge. Play this Tundra. Play Apparition. Get rid of Destiny Spinner. On thin ice. Okay. Opponent has a 2/2. I'm pretty sure opponent's just dead here. Nope. Underground Sea. Cast Stoneforge Mystic. Yup. Shuko. Cast Shuko. Always yes. Okay, should do our thing here. There's the Dread Return. Looking for the Therapy. There's the Therapy. Yup. Yup. Therapy, target you, Sackstone Forge. Cool. Okay, ending, Serenity. Daze seems bad. I'm not sure I want to be playing the combo side of the deck when Rest in Peace is basically free for our opponent and they're likely to have it. As such, I'm going to cut the Dread Return and 2 Cephalid Illusionists. We can still combo through tutoring, putting the Oracle in our hand, then milling ourselves. That's totally fine. I'm also debating on if I want access to Force of Negation, which I think I do. Here's one. Cut 1 Nomad. Oh, we don't need another. Sick. So I want ending to target their enchantments specifically. Like that's the reason we boarded an ending, is because I want ending to hit enchantments. Okay. I might take some pretty awkward play patterns here because I want to play around Choke. Put in Vial, pass. Suppression Field, sure. Always yield. Yup. Underground Sea. I am just gonna... No, I'm not gonna jam my Stoneforge. I'm way away from that mattering. Okay. want the other land, so I'm gonna fetch this away. Oh, I cannot. I made a mistake. Grab Tundra, I guess? Yeah, that suppression field did things I didn't think about. I should have just taken the land and played the Tundra. That was unfortunate. Savannah, sure. Nope. That one's also very good. Tundra. Apparition, white, white, blue. Take suppression field. Okay, so opponent has the on thin ice, that's fine. This is a thing we can very easily beat. I just wanted the suppression field out of my way. Sterling Grove. That's fine. I don't care about that. Sanctum, sure. Dump in Stoneforge. Go grab Cauldra. Nope. That's cute. I am not interested in putting my Yorion to hand here, and the reason... I just don't want to die to choke. If I die to choke here, I'm going to be super upset about it. They have sacked Sterling Grove, okay. To get Enchantress's Presence. I have a Force of Negation to hit here, so I'm just going to dump in this Strix. Presence resolves. I just hate it. Sprawl, draw a card. Sure. Okay, that's sick. I'll easy just not let you do that. Nope. Okay. They're just dead. Yup. This. This. Sick. Alright. And we beat Enchantress. I thought that was going to be a lot harder. Yeah, Greg, so it was all the random little stuff that I wanted the endings for. Like, obviously Sterling Grove is problematic if they, like, set up the whole thing. But I figured with both plans, they're going to be under enough pressure that it'll be hard for them to do that. So, luckily, we were able to pull that one out. And come out with a 3-2. So, thoughts on the deck, right? I think that there are too many things that we can't answer. True Nemesis has made a resurgence in the format because of initiative. We have 0 answers to True Name. The beauty of it is, it's not hard to slot one in because this Recruiter of the Guard can go ahead and find us copy or copies of Plague Engineer. I like that a lot. I think that if I were to play the Yorion version again, I would be playing some number of Plague Engineer. Card just seems very, very good right now. Furthermore, I would love to see a way to disrupt combat a little more. It is possible that we are capable of playing something like maybe not Ensnaring Bridge, but Peacekeeper, not Anointed Peacekeeper, actual factual Peacekeeper. I think Peacekeeper could be super interesting in that it's something that we can go ahead and put in off Vial, and it would let us shut down decks like Initiative so they cannot continue to gain advantage. So I do like that quite a bit. I think something like Peacekeeper could be pretty sick in the deck. That said, Peacekeeper is going to fall victim to Solitudes and things like that out of Initiative. And sometimes those are going to be uncounterable. So that's something to consider. It is possible that there is something akin to a hybridization of this deck and Esper Vial. Esper Vial was something that was very, very powerful and had a great late game engine, but couldn't win quickly. So it's possible that we could go ahead and manipulate this deck a little bit to have some of the pieces of Esper Vial. Ephemerate is something I have thought about in the deck for a long time, because Ephemerate is, like, even the 60 card version, like, Ephemerate on a Baleful Strix is incredible. Ephemerate on a Stoneforge Mystic out of the other deck, fantastic. An Ephemerate to save one of our combo pieces, like a Nomad or an Illusionist, great. So a one of Ephemerate would be pretty sick. I don't think we can fit more than a one of, but a one of is really interesting. Beyond that, I will say that, like, as clunky as 3-mana Teferi is in the 60 card deck with Saga, I wouldn't hate to see something akin to that in Yorion, because Teferi is very good at shutting off what opponent can do, and it makes our interaction so much more meaningful. So, just particularly interesting things I'm thinking about. Overall, again, we went 3-2, we have a positive record. Is it fantastic? No, but I think that there are some changes that could be made to this 95 that do a lot of really cool things. Again, I think, maybe it's this, right? Maybe the Batterskull just goes, and in place of Batterskull, we can play something like Plague Engineer for the matchups where Engineer would be insane. We can look at stuff like Peacekeeper. I played this entire league with Mystical Disputes in my sideboard and didn't board them in. I don't think that this card is good enough anymore. I think there was a point in time where Legacy was this grindy, weird place. I think that this card doesn't do it anymore. So I think that the Mystical Disputes could be changed into stuff that's more and for that matter, maybe Spell Pierce. These 4 slots, I think, are right now pretty bad, and I think that we could play stuff that is a lot better against the field as a whole. But all of that said, I am going to call it for the evening. Again, I do appreciate everyone hanging out. There are so many ways you could choose to spend your Wednesday evening. I am so grateful that you've chosen to spend it with me. However, before we go, no, I did not forget, we have a rule in this channel. Please forgive the other stuff that's currently there. We win chests, we open chests. Tonight we won a single chest, so we will be opening a single chest. Again, I do appreciate everyone hanging out. Let's see how we did. Well, that one's hot. So that is Dwynen Giltleaf Dian, Grist the Hungertide, Queen Caleb and Krug, and 5 play points. Sick. I'm into that life. Again, I do appreciate everyone hanging out this evening. I will see you all again on Friday, where we will be back playing more Legacy. Maybe some Yorion Breakfast, maybe something else entirely. Who knows? Stay tuned. We'll see you Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. You all have a fantastic evening and enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers, everyone. See you later.